Hi, everyone. Thanks for stopping by and seeing what I'm up to. Meet Kevin has an update on this next stimulus check. Fingers crossed.
Hey everyone, me Kevin here with an update for you on the next rounds of stimulus and something that could benefit you, something that you could take advantage of that nobody has talked about yet. This is something totally unique, at least until it gets copied, but that's okay because I want as many people to benefit from this as possible. So if you like what I'm about to say, consider sharing this because this is something that a lot of people could take advantage of that we haven't even really thought we might be able to take advantage of. And yeah, it could equal about another stimulus check in our pockets. So, you've all heard of the payroll tax holiday, and we've all been rolling our eyes at this. We're thinking it's just a deferral. This is stupid. What's the point? And I don't blame you at all. So have I. On this channel, we've been bagging on the payroll tax cut because the National Restaurant Association doesn't want to use it. The Chamber of Commerce says businesses aren't going to use it. I've been saying it doesn't make sense to really take it because what if you have to pay it back and then your pay might get cut in the future? Or what if an employee quits? It's a mess. But take a look at this idea. And remember, you heard it here first. It's unique information. Watch this. Oh, and quick note before I mention this, if you like my perspectives, I think you'll also love my perspectives on making money in real estate, stocks, learning about the psychology of money, or making money making a YouTube channel. All of those links are down below, and you could use that expiring coupon code. It does expire in about 24 hours. Okay, so the payroll tax holiday, as Donald Trump's executive order currently reads, would save you about 6.2% on your wages as long as you make less than $4,000 per month. Obviously, if you're not working or you're disabled or you're retired, this doesn't benefit you, but this might benefit your friends, your neighbors, and people that you know. Watch this idea. The easiest way to think about the payroll tax cut, just a quick background, is to think $62 for every $1,000 you make. Okay, let's put that aside. But it's only a deferral right now, and we know that. And if it's not forgiven, we have to pay it back. And this isn't something that employees just report on their tax returns. It's actually the business that's responsible for collecting that money back. So the business is responsible for paying this tax. If the business does the deferral, people take $62 more per $1,000 home, then the business kind of gets screwed if that employee quits or they have to somehow take it back from that employee. And at this point, the only organization to actually institute the payroll tax cut has been the National Finance Center, which handles payroll for thousands of federal workers in this country. Basically, if you're a federal employee, you could expect to take that $62 per thousand home as long as you make less than $4,000 approximately per week. They say like $3,999.99. So just as an example, if now between the end of the year you make an extra $20,000, you could just do 20 times 62, that's $1,240 saved. This is why you see so many clickbait headlines with people going, oh yay, extra approved retroactive stimulus check. It's all a bunch of bogus because it's not really an extra stimulus check. But here's the trick that nobody is talking about. And you heard it here first. And again, I wouldn't be surprised to see this all over in the next few days, but that's okay because I want you to share this with everybody because it's a big idea. Businesses, every business, should immediately take the deferral for all of their employees who qualify, as employees who make less than $4,000 per week. But instead of giving their employees the money should be held in some kind of company trust account until the payroll tax is forgiven. Then, when the payroll tax is forgiven, give all of the employees the money in the form of essentially a stimulus check at that point. If the payroll tax is not forgiven, remember it's the business who's responsible for paying the IRS, and if the tax isn't forgiven, that's okay. The money's already in that trust account. Take it from that and pay the tax. Now there's no clawback in the future, and if it gets forgiven, the employees get the stimulus check. Now, it's quite likely that there would have to be some sort of agreement between the employee and the boss to actually make this legal. I imagine that business owners can figure this out though. But to me, this is not a bad idea. Here's why. If you don't take the payroll tax cut, it ends up not getting forgiven. You lose the money. And see, to me, this is a very important idea because think of this. If you don't take the payroll tax cut and the government ends up forgiving the money, you might not be able to get the money. It's not like you could go back into the past and go, yo, IRS, give me that money back. Maybe they'll be able to do that, but it's doubtful. However, if instead you take the payroll tax cut, the money gets forgiven, great. Here's your check. Here's your payroll tax bonus. Solved. If it doesn't get forgiven, the business pays it back. It solves the issue both ways. It's an idea. I highly encourage you to share it with anybody. I'm really excited about it. I'm jazzed about the idea. Obviously, if you're not working or you make more than $4,000 per week, this doesn't benefit you directly. But again, you probably know somebody whom this might benefit. And I'm actually surprised to say that this morning we usually have Larry Kudlow, Mark Meadows, and Nancy Pelosi doing sort of the Sunday morning talk show rounds. And I'm shocked, but we didn't have any of that. So there's not much new in terms of stimulus today, with the exception of, in my opinion, this very big idea. So again, if you are working, a family member is working, or you know anybody who's working, consider sharing this video with them so they can suggest or run the idea by their bosses.
Oh my goodness gracious. Nothing happened positive in that video for anybody. And my frickin' neighbors. Because I'm going to go over, hey, guess what? See where you live? Yeah. I live right across the street. So I know you don't make no $4,000 a week. So I want to let you know something. Meet Kevin has a video. And you're going to love this plan. And you got to run it by your boss. I mean, it's doing all I can to hold from freaking screaming. Because you're jazzed about it. Because, yeah, it's a wonderful idea, but not every boss is going to listen to that idea. Not everybody has the time or the bookkeepers that are, things cost money to do to save money. It's just claptrap to me. On top of it all, his freaking YouTube video, now that he's charging $4.49, I don't know, 20% off that with the coupon code Larry that always is expiring in 24 hours. This man just got done bragging to you how much he's making per month. And his information's great. His videos are great. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, he says he's for the little people and he's charging way too much for things that are out there for free. For free. How to get sponsors. How to run your DSLR camera. How to run a camera that you have on the, computer camera. One that's built in. How to add cards, how to take out, how to do intro, outro. It's all out there for free. Do yourself a favor, Google this shit. Before you spend $449 on a man who's claiming. Now, if I was making $900,000 a month with my YouTube videos, do you think that I'm going to be willing to give you the information on how to make it yourself for free? Because I'm for the little people. He's not for the little people. He's for himself and his wife, who he boosted on his channel. You have to think he already had over 100K subscribers. At like 500K, he started, talking about his wife, and then his wife has a show now. And, if you're talking to that many viewers, you're going to have that many viewers for your spouse. It just makes sense, guys. So she's making money. Just open your eyes. This is Silkyfeather signing off. Bye-bye. Like, subscribe, and share.